How's it going, everyone? Today's topic is Aphelion's Rest, Master Law Sector with a Strand Titan. Champions are Overload and Unstoppable with threat of Stasis. If you're wondering where the location of this Law Sector is located, it's right here on the map. Set your waypoint, land in the landing zone, come all the way over here on the Dreaming City, and then you'll be all set. If you haven't ran on normal, come down here, jump down the hole, run it through on normal, come back to the flag, run on a Legend or Master. Legend has less champions, Master has more champions. It says a recommended power level of 1830. If you're not there, you're okay. As long as you can handle champions, you'll be a-okay all set. Overloads just need a few, Overload Unstoppables just need certain weapons that'll take care of them. As you know here, I don't have any of these lit up because I don't have any items that are going to take care of them. So what I'm going to use is my kit to do most of it. So there's weapons that have intrinsic. So Thunderlord here has intrinsic overload. So it'll take care of overload every time I shoot with it. So as long as we use this weapon, it'll take care of overloads for us. We don't need a specific trace rifle or scout rifle to do it for us. The other option for Unstoppable will be taken care of with our kit of being a Strand Titan here. Blade Fury will be a lot of damage when it comes out, so if you have a lot of intellect, we'll get this up a lot. You can use Suspends, which will also be by our Shackle Grenade, and for our exotic will be from our Barricade. We'll take care of Unstoppables for you. So, Rally Barricade is amazing for this. Frenzied Blade is for melee. It definitely just does a lot of damage. If you can just definitely spam this thing out, it'll several targets. Allow you to get tangles. Tangles are where you're like only damage from the kit's really from, so you want to get as many tangles as you can out. They really should get rid of the cooldown for it, but you know, it is what it is. Shackle Grenade is really helpful here. If you wanted to rely off of your Rally Barricade, because there's only a few Unstoppables here, there's only 3 of them, so you could just run Rally Barricade and push this to Grapple or Threadling Grenade, all up to you. But everything else is into the fray. Dredge Lasher, which is going to be where our Suspend comes from our Rally Barricade here. And then Woven Mail will come from into the fray. So our fragments are going to be Thread of Mind, which will give us class ability energy, which means more suspends we can do. Basically, you're suspend spamming all day long. Thread of Fury, which gives us melee energy, and then Generation will give us grenade energy, and then Continuity allows our all of our effects to increase their duration as we want them to be up all the time. So these 4 are kind of my 4 recommendations. I know sometimes the fragments are sometimes hard to get with Strand, but definitely go do those Neomuna patrols. Resilience 100. Discipline 100, and then everything else into intellect if you can, or you can throw it in recovery if you want more survivability. Shotgun, you want to do until its return, is a Strand weapon. It's a seasonal weapon. It is amazing. I did a video on it. Definitely check it out if you'd like. Definitely recommend this weapon as there is a overcharge of those overloads for this run. And then any waveframe grenade launcher will work. I'm just using a random one I found off of I think it was off of Banshee. So that works too, or anything else. You can run any glaive, whatever you like to do. I would recommend to probably stay away from most glaives unless you really like it, as you can interfere with using your frenzied blade. But you can run a glaive, you can run a machine gun, use a rifle, whatever you'd like. And then machine gun here will take care of our overloads for us. If you don't have Thunderlord, you have to switch your build around a little bit to make sure you take care of one of these 3 slots. Need to take care of overload, as your class will take care of Unstoppables. Our build's going to consist of ashes to assets here. It'll do most of the, actually not ashes to assets here. We could run, Dynamo here, actually, sorry, Dynamo. Oh, what am I doing here? Dynamo will work better to get your class energy. You'll be using your super all the time. You can use a Harmonic Siphon, or you can use an Arc Siphon, depending on what's going to kill all the red bars. Everything else here is just to give us our abilities back as fast as we can. Our armor here is going to be dealing with stasis here, and then current benefit for we're going to use stasis, and then we'll be using void resistance here. So 2 stasis, 1 void will take care of champions for us. And then for your feet, because there's really no other use for armor charge in this slots that really benefit that much, you can use a melee kickstart probably if you'd like. Grenade kickstart doesn't really do much here because you're not really doing damage with your grenade. If you were using grapple, then I would switch that to grenade kickstart, but that's all up to you. So I'm just make sure I switch this stat back up here. I'll just put that back up to more recovery. And then you can run armor surges here. That will definitely give you some more damage if you're using arc weapons. If you're using Strand, you can switch to Strand. Again, up to your preference. Recuperation is always one of my favorites to keep us alive. And then everything else here is just to kind of keep us moving here. If you want to use powerful traction, you can. But if you're not using anything that's really effective in, say, kickstarts, you don't really need the armor charges. Right? I mean, you can run it if you'd like to keep more arc weapon surges, but more bomber means more grenades. You know, may just help you out more to keep to keep more things suspended, but again, you can switch around as you like to. All preference. Your artifact is interesting here because you run everything on the top row, and as the Strand is kind of mixed into things, I haven't really found a good thing for a Technicolor Siphon yet, as it does require 3 charges. They should have made it 1 or 2, but you know, if you'd like to use it, definitely give it a go. 100 resilience, 100 discipline. Let's go and knock this one out real quick, and it should be a nice clean run today. Oh, come on. There we are. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. You guys have been amazing. And I'll keep making these guides as you guys want to see them more. Alright, here we go. Let's go over here and just wave frame everything down. Boom. Punched. Wave frame everything here, keep them in the air. Don't want to have to deal with much of this stuff here. You could shotgun it, you could do Thunderlord. Again, you've got plenty of stuff you can use here. It's just... I think I finished... Yeah, I did that on a red bar. Whoopsie. You can run around here. You can melee everything if you wanted. The red bars, they're going to fall over real quick. Use your Strand tangles as a lot of your damage. Perfect. We're going to use our Strand again. Thunderlord over here, because we don't want to go out there anything difficult here. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Shotgun to the face. Now the only thing we need to make sure we really do correctly is these guys are up in the air, but they're not stunned yet. So we want to make sure that we do hit them with Thunderlord so that they do get stunned, or else the sitting in suspension doesn't do anything for you at all. He'll just sit there and heal, so it only takes care of unstoppables. Anyone, we don't need to deal with anything else here. Use our wave frame as much as we need to. I think I didn't use it enough as I should, but we'll be able to take out everything that's just so easy for you to deal with. It also is, if it's void, it'll take care of all the shields here that are kind of annoying to deal with. Boom, shield, gone. Taking out all these guys first, and then I'm gonna take care of this overload here. Melee just does a ton of damage. Shotgun. Oh, no, 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 no. I messed up. I done goofed. I'm gonna sit back in the corner. I'm not gonna deal with the overload yet. I'm gonna ult here. This thing does crazy amounts of damage. Come here, boss. You're dying. There's no use hitting the overload because I don't have anything to stop it. So, oh. There you go. Now I can deal with it. Come here. Come here. Why is this thing not... I swear I stunned this thing. What's going on? Die! There we are. Finish off anything else that's here. You have unlimited shielding. You can do whatever you want here. Everything else is taking increased damage. Punch. Punch. Nice. Arbor Warden. Sweet. Gotta love when you get exotic pieces. Oh, don't forget. Oh, okay, good. 3 minutes, 32 seconds. Real quick. Strand's kicking ass right now. Again, it's not made for a huge amount of damage. It's made for controlling the room. Right? Think of it as like stasis, where it controls the room, and you can kind of do what you want to. If you want a lot of damage, you want to run something else, probably like Solar or Arc. Arc's really good this season. Strand's really good this season. Void's really good this season, so pick one of those also. But if you guys like my video so far, like and subscribe. I'll keep making these guides. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.